Yeah. I had to restart the stream, but yeah, here we are. So I hopefully this will work better. We're gonna listen to Nier Replicant and Nier Gestrel tonight here. So, as always, say hi here in the chat, and yeah, let me know where you're from. So I'm just gonna do the usual preparations before we fire away some nice, sweet songs. YouTube. Somehow it shut down my stream after like 15 seconds. I have no idea what happened. I have no clue. Ah, there we are. Yeah, we're live. Kenji, welcome, welcome. Keygen the Gamer. Yes, I need to pop up the chat. Chittle chat. That's awesome, lovely to hear. So please let me know your favorite tracks from the score. Because personally I'm quite new to the Nier universe. Oliver Lind, welcome. Devi, welcome. Good you found the stream. Well, yeah, hopefully we can do a little bit of comparison here tonight and talk about how they differ, if there's any big difference between the two soundtracks. So we are listening to my track called Ikariana as an introduction here. Hope you enjoy the music. Cozy little song here before we get run down by the awesome cinematic music of Nier Replicant. I'm not sure how this Replicant and Gestralt things relate to each other. It seems like it's... is it like the prequel to the Nier Automata game? Gestralt? Is there any difference between Gestralt and Replicant? Snow in Summer is a cool song to compare, okay. Some Replicant songs was worse than original, but some of them are so much better, okay. Aha, okay, so that's the reason that Gestralt is the Western version of Replicant. Okay. So that's the... because they are listed under the same soundtrack if I go to the streaming platform. It reads Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant original soundtrack as the same soundtrack. Okay, so they also changed some of the graphics between Gestalt and Replicant. Right, so that was Ikariana. Now let's get going here with the Nier Gestalt soundtrack. And yeah, let me know when you found out about Nier, how long you've been playing this game. From what I know, it's has quite a few years on its back. 2010 something. Am I correct? The Wretched Automatons is one of the best Nier OSTs. Also good to compare the remake with Gestalt. Oliver Lind, the song used the Chaos language. Yeah, During my first stream with Nier or Nier Automata, I was a little bit confused there what kind of language they were singing. But yeah, a lot of people has pointed out it was the Chaos language. It's really cool that they like come up with their own gibberish language. Like The Sims. Okay, so let's fire away the first track, Snow in Summer, from Nier Gestalt. Kara, welcome. Seraphim. I love this, like a choral choirs, just lovely. With the voice leading. Yeah, some really epic choirs there for the introduction. I guess that's like the introduction of the track. So is this a track played in the menu of Nier Replicant? Okay, so it's the first song you hear in all the Nier franchise. Yeah, you definitely gets a lot of anticipation to what's gonna come next here, because since it's like only choirs and it's beautiful choral voice leading, it's just beautiful to hear everything drift in and out like that. Let's continue listening. Okay, so it's the first gameplay scene. The theme gets a little bit more like a sorrowful, sorry for stopping, but I guess it's easier to talk a little bit between a few minutes. It definitely gets a more like sorrowful tone when we have the horns coming in here in the background. compared to earlier when it was just the choirs. Definitely sounds more like sorrowful in a way. It's a really lovely track. Okay. Is it B flat minor? Yeah, it's a really beautiful song there. But indeed, it gets a more like sorrowful character when we get the brass for some reason. Yeah, definitely has a B flat minor kind of character. The key of the track. So that was Snow in Summer. Snow in Summer. Check Replicant 1.22. There's a lot of version numbers. What's up with the different version numbers for... I read there's like a really long version number behind the title of a Nier Replicant. But from listening to this earlier Nier Replicant soundtrack or Nier Gestalt, it definitely sounds like a lot of sampled instruments in the mixer. You can definitely hear that the strings are like very static at some point. There's not too much dynamic or changing in timbre for the string instruments. So let's see what they changed to the more recent version. Snow in Summer. So where do I find the 1.22? Ah, there we have it. 4 piano solo. Is that one? Snow in Summer from Nier Replicant. 4 piano solo. What's that, the one? It's only on YouTube, okay. Let's see if we can find that one. Okay, I thought it was on some of the streaming platforms. Snow in Summer. Yeah, there we have it. Another edit version, 1.6 million listens. This is actually going to be my final stream when I'm using Shitify or Spotify as the playback here for the songs, because I'm just fed up with everything about Spotify. And obviously the investments in weaponry from Daniel Ek and everything. It's just hilarious. So I'm gonna change to YouTube Music probably, because you get that with YouTube Premium. I think you get the YouTube Music at the same time, so I can get rid of all the different, horrible ads on YouTube. Right, so I found the track. Let's hear how it is. Is this the one? Yeah, I think I heard this one. I think I listened to this one. A definitely much better mix. Much more alive. I really like this mix a lot more. I mean, a lot more stuff is happening in this arrangement. In the previous one, it was just more like block chords or laid out chords with the voice leading between the different chords. But here we have much more happening in the mix, with the strings doing more like spiccato lines or faster lines. And you can hear that the track is building much more compared to the previous one, and it does sound much more professional from just the instrument selection or the sample selection part. But yeah, my guess it's much more recent version, much more recent sample libraries used to compose the track. So really lovely to hear like old versions and compare them with newer versions like this. So thanks a lot for giving that suggestion. Yeah, so what can I say? When a track inspires me to play along to the track, it's all good. Thanks for recommending that track. And yeah, someone here mentioned Keyjam. Let's see here, Hans, I'll call you Hans. The original Replicant, which came out in 2010, had a bit of a budget problem, but all the songs were still loved by fans. Some still prefer the originals. I mean, don't you all love Zelda 1, the original theme with just the 8-bit sound and everything? I guess it's the same. It's always like nostalgia with game music, with any type of music, I guess. There's a lot of like new tracks that comes out, or new versions of different songs and stuff, but the originals, or the first song that you hear, the first version that you hear, is always close to heart. It's really hard to accept new stuff, I guess. But in this case, at least for me, now I haven't played this game yet, but I have planned to play these games. But those of you who follow my channel, you know I'm still deep in trouble in Silksong. I actually progressed quite good in the last live stream, I think. But 2 steps forward, 1 steps back, you die a lot. So it's gonna take a while for me to finish, I guess. But I have Nier on my list here, and I actually saw a Nier Replicant at my brother's place, plastered and all. So I'm gonna snag it from him and play it here. Yeah, so that's I guess that's why some people prefer the originals. It's just the nostalgia, I mean. But in this case, I mean, the previous track, or the original track of Snow in Summer, it wasn't a bad track. It's just that you can hear it's from around that time, 2010 or something, in terms of the samples used. Okay, so we're gonna take the next track. Have I heard Hansel and Gretel? Do you mean the soundtrack to the, is it the series? Okay, Hans. In my opinion, comparing the original version 1.22 is like trying to decide which one is best soundtrack of all time and the second best. Yeah, it's extremely hard. I mean, that's the same for me. If I'm gonna like rabble up all the tracks that I have, like my favorite tracks, it's gonna be an endless list of tracks. There's so many good songs out there. Very hard to choose. Very hard to choose. Let's see. Hills of Radiant. Hills of Radiant wins track number 2. Really love the melody here. It's gonna be very easy to remember since it's repeating so many times. I mean, adding vocals to a track like this, it really does lift the track to like level 10. If a track is like level 4, level 5 something in terms of quality. Because if you take away the vocals from this track, you're gonna focus much more on the instruments. Now, as I'm a musician myself and written a lot of game music and stuff, I instantly start to analyze like the instrumentation and listen to the different layers and stuff. And the same thing with this track. You can hear it's a lot of like sampled instruments from that era. And if you take away the vocals, you start to focus much more on these instruments, and you can hear that it's a little bit of a bleak mix, so to speak. But as soon as we have that vocals in there, and you listen to the vocals and that sweet little melody, da-da-da, da-da-da, you listen to the melody instead. And the track is like lifted to a totally different level. With that little piano line. I actually like the percussion sounds in this track, although they are a little bit like dry, maybe. It's like personal preference, I guess. So that was the Hill of Radiant Winds. Da 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 da. Hans, just like the Automata lyrics, or all are made up by Emmy Evans, and it's called the Chaos Language. Yeah. We're gonna listen to the 1.22 version and hear how they differ. The Hill of Radiant. Too bad they don't have the tracks on the streaming platforms. Hill of Radiant Winds. Is it also like 5 different mixes of that song? Now that's totally unexpected. Really lovely intro. And obviously 1,000 times more like full mix with the real instruments, or more modern samples. Yeah, so this almost sounds like a different kind of a song, except when we have the vocals introduced there. And yeah, I guess this is also gonna be like personal preference if you like feel attachment to the original song from 2010 compared to this remix version. Sounds more like folkish music, folky music. Sounds like a totally different section there also. I'm just gonna listen to the original one briefly here, so to compare it with this one. Somehow the vocal sounds a little bit more dynamic on the original here compared to the more recent version. But obviously the background is much more added with flares and refined, if you will.
E pra você que linha copa sem fim extremai não entenderá o trabalho depois este sim da terra pra mim naquele só lá de
A little bit of an abrupt ending there, maybe. Sharif Martin, in my ears, the percussion drums are more pronounced in the original, if that makes any sense. Yeah, definitely, I feel that too. You have much more tight punch in the drums in the original, but I guess one of the reasons is that this arrangement has a lot more modern samples and probably also more like real instruments recorded. So there's also much more layers of instruments in this more recent version. So it's harder to make like a one instrument group sound big and beefy. So that's, I mean, in the previous version, if you just listen to the previous version, you have like choirs, a string ensemble patch, and then you have the drums, and that's about it. Here you have like flares with obviously fatter string sounds, so that takes away from the drums, and then you have the flutes and everything. So every instrument that you add to the mix will take away. So you have to balance everything to make sounds stand out and sound big. But it's always a balance. So, but I think it's a great mix. This more recent version sounds very full and fat. But it's also like when you compare the samples here, this is the older Hills of Radiant Winds. You can hear it's very like, how do we say, monotonous drum samples. That sounds much more tight and dry. But I have no problem with the original mix. They both sound very nice, I think. But the recent one obviously sounds more like full and modern, obviously. So, and personally, I don't have any like nostalgia feel to the tracks here to draw me more towards one of the versions. So to me, the more recent one is like a better mix. And has more variations throughout the track too. So I guess that's my personal favorite so far, the more recent versions. Okay, it's a nice touch. I did not notice the lyrics only come out when it's sunny until halfway. Awesome. Yeah, so like I said earlier, let me know in the chat here your experience with the Nier series and also your favorite tracks from this soundtrack. Next up we have the Incomplete Stone. It's a bit longer track. Cool vibe. It's a very cool mixture, this, because like that percussion, steel drums or whatever it's called, it's or some kind of kalimba sound. It sounds a little bit like a banjo kazooie or something, like one of those like kids games. And then you have that choir on top, so it's a little bit like, it's a little bit of a clash, but a really cool mixture. Yeah, really like the vibe of this one too. Very free floating with the same percussive stuff happening in the background, and just the choirs swapping out from the male choirs to the female choirs, but basically doing the same kind of vocal phrasings. Keygen. Oh, I need to tell you, some of the songs are incomplete because they have a quiet version. When the player's hearing them, they are quiet, but then the enemies spawn, they add more instruments when you fight. Yeah, that's a really like a good addition to most like a good way of using tracks within the game, just to switch out the instruments or add the instruments when you get combat and stuff, and just maybe have a few layers during like a regular exploration. So it's a good way to reuse the same track, as you say. And it's very common in all kinds of games to do that. What kind of place this song may be located? Very hard. To me it sounds like a Hawaii, like a tropical area. Tropical biome. To me it sounds like something from a tropical biome. I'm gonna listen to a little bit more, and then we can go to and listen to the more recent rendition of The Incomplete Stone. I guess there is... Did they remix like all the tracks from this soundtrack for the re-release? Let's go tropical. Yeah, some lovely percussion in this track. Really groovy track. Definitely something to dance along to on a tropical island. Yeah, so I'm gonna find one of the tracks with with Japanese title, yeah. Yeah, there's no bad answers. Yeah, I'm just telling from my heart here how I feel where this song would fit in if I was making a game and was going to use this track. Definitely for like a tropical region or something. It sounds sunny, waves from the ocean and everything. So here we have the same track remixed for version 1.22. Hope I'm launching the correct track. It's definitely a bigger sounding choir in this version. Yeah, I really love this this mix, especially the vocal and choir work. So what's your own opinion between these two different versions of the Incomplete Stone? What's your own favorite? Now we're talking. And now it's changing to halftime. Yeah, there's a lot of like small flares added in this updated version of the soundtrack. And yeah, personally, I enjoyed this version so much. And somehow this didn't give me the same kind of just pure tropical vibe that the other version was giving me. Maybe it gives a kind of like how to say it, a little bit of a comical feel. That previous version, the older version. But this one doesn't have that kind of comical feel, although you have the same kind of like a kalimba stuff happening in the percussion, in the pitched percussion there. But I really enjoy these fast string runs, and it's not so much that they add a lot of chords, but they add more instrument flares or small melodies that happen in the background. So that's really cool. So it's a lot of C in this one. Just love it. Like a more proper ending to this one too. The previous one was ending a little bit abruptly, but I guess you'll never hear that like ending within the game, since it's just probably looping. Right, so next up, what do we have next? Song of the Ancients. Yeah. Let's give it a spin. Song of the Ancients. 'Love that da 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 da'. It's a little bit jazzy. I love it. Love it so much. Sounds a little bit like a lullaby. Great. Yeah, so I guess a lot of people has been covering this track too. Am I right?
Zurigi pura legai Kunde wein Bevert blonnuai
It's very soothing, the voice. Who is the singer of these tracks? Another fun fact, Devi, this song was featured during the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. That's awesome. Really cool. Emmy Evans, okay. So let's see if we can find a more recent version. Song of the Ancients. Nope, that's the same track. I'm gonna fire away the Japanese title here on YouTube too. Maybe this isn't the same. Devola. Yeah, I just saw that. Thanks. It's just wants to find the Fate one. Also Fate. Ah, here we have it. Yeah, sounds more like the correct version. Yeah, a lot more depth in the percussion here. Yeah, this one is also a beautiful version. So, but are there is there like a more recent version also with the vocals? You mentioned it's like 3 or 4 different versions, 4 or 5 different versions. And there we have the vocals. Yeah, send the link. Yeah, I actually really like this voice too. And I like the previous version also, the vocals on the previous one. Indeed, it sounds much more mature, and you can hear that the singer has much more experience and singing these melodies. And you can hear that the voice has changed too slightly. But it's also much more like up close, it feels. Maybe it's just a mix here that makes it up close, because I feel that the previous one also has had a very little reverb, like only like room reverb, to make it really up front and close. But yeah, I enjoyed this mix too. I didn't enjoy the first part so much, but when we have the vocals here, it's much better. Yeah, lovely little song. The Song of the Ancients, Devola. I didn't mind so much that her voice has changed slightly, but yeah, it does sound a lot less like innocent, but it still has that soothing, somber atmosphere, like a lullaby. Good recommendation. Should we listen to Grandma? What do you say? Fleeting words, yeah. I forgot about that recommendation. Let's see. I've been working with the bathroom downstairs today, so I'm a little bit sore in the eyes. And blasted with lights like this. Okay, so that one was only on YouTube, Fleeting Words. Is that from the recent version? Yeah, we need to listen to Amusement Park too, because we have listened to the recent of Automata. So here we have Fleeting Words, another edit. I can see tons of edits on YouTube, so let's go with one of them. Da-da-dam.
Hier nam chorje beneri. Jež vedel vo barjo jas.
Interesting melody.
Ich vermache mir doch at na asirea della tua. Das det ormanio Merie dorvari Alzami aiareva Madorenarum cumbro Talam rosh fasi Khaldane chabarye Eghare vakti asu In robellam susei To aparsi soyes vachala Shodore keshara chevron
What's happening? Yeah, so here we can definitely hear Clair Obscure vibes going on here. Boss fight? Totally, I mean, sounds like a totally different track compared to the previous Lullaby song.
Share
What a lovely breakdown section there. Is this still the chaos language, like the gibberish language? Is that like all over the soundtrack? And bam! We're finished. Fleeting words. Yes, there's another version of another version of another version with another version. The Outsider. Let's see if I can find that one. Fleeting words, Outsider.
What is it?
No, we don't want to listen to advertisements. So let's listen to a brief section of this track too. Let's see how they differ. This sounds so much Clair Obscure-ish. But I guess Clair Obscure listened, or Lauren Testard listened to the Fleeting Words soundtrack here, on this song. Yeah, so up till now, I think that the soundtrack hasn't really reminded me too much of a like typical JRPG or what I like connect with JRPG music. But here we can definitely hear the full-on like Final Fantasy mode. Hans, after asking the composer about the added songs and how they're welcome, and how they are welcomed nicely for the new version, he said something similar to, "I'm glad I still have it in me to create. I was afraid I lost it." And that's really something that we all go through as creatives and creators. I feel that also from time to time that I probably lost it, but with time you start to at least lean towards or learn a little bit that you know it's going to be fine, it's going to come back. The creativity might be lost a few days and then it's going to come back. And sometimes it comes back in like 400%, so you can't like stop writing stuff and can't stop playing. But that's life. It's all a gray zone. Sometimes you have less productive days and sometimes you're very productive. You just have to learn how to cope with it. Yeah, it's just a lovely boss, Final Fantasy boss kind of music. Really lovely strings. Really epic. Yeah, I really love it when they have these sections where they go like halftime, so it's half the tempo. It really gives you a nice time to breathe. So we first have just the piano and the choirs. And then get back with some percussion in halftime. It's really effective, especially to get some kind of dynamic into the song. Yeah. Kijen Gam. Also, I was one of the 8,500 who did 100% of Nier Gestalt on PS3. Congratulations then. Awesome work. It's a really cool track. Yeah, it's a really lovely boss theme. So, Sheriff Martin, with Nier and Kingdom Hearts, I always wonder how the composers redo their music for game re-releases. In the sense of authentic instruments rearranging the piece a bit, trying to not lose too much of the original feel or sound in the process. Well, you can definitely hear that the composers, and you often hear that with remixes that kind of pause a little bit. You often hear that with composers that they matured probably quite a bit since they made the original version. And probably more often you're gonna hear added flares, like more added intricate melodies and stuff to the more recent versions. I guess it's very seldom that you hear a more like laid-back version in when a composer makes a remix of their track, say 10-15 years after, or 10-15 years after they made the original. They probably matured quite a bit, and they're gonna add a more intricate instrumentation and stuff. And yeah, it's obviously gonna sound more modern, because it is more modern. Yeah, really sweet track, boss music. And indeed you can hear tons of small parts and like overall structure that's incorporated in the Clair Obscur soundtrack. So that was the Fleeting Words. Outsider. Nice recommendation. What should we go to next here? From the soundtrack. The Wretched Automatons. It's really fun comparing these, the older versions with the more recent modern remixes. How many of you did play Clair Obscur? Also, I see there's we're at least 26 people watching the live stream now, so don't be afraid. Say hi in the chat, and also leave a like here on the video if you enjoy my live streams and videos. And as always, please comment on the videos, because all the engagement helps to drive this channel forward, so we can make more live streams and have more gaming streams. The Wretched Automatons was the most hate song in the remake, because this song has a context. Okay. So should we play something else then, maybe? Grandma. We need to hear that track. And also the... let's see... Why isn't that track in among the tracks? The amusement park. What? Kian Gem, play the Wretched Automatons. Yeah, we're gonna do that one, and then we're gonna do Grandma. Let's go. Yeah, the thing I wanted to say about Clair Obscur is that at least to me, many of these like adventure JRPG, adventure RPG games, there's like a lot of sections within the game where you have to really like grind to be able to progress. But I only felt that with Clair Obscur, I only had to grind just a little bit, but only like in the before the end, so to speak, compared to many other adventure RPGs where we really have to like, this is a stop dead end. Here we have to grind for a while to be able to progress, and then there's a stop, and then you have to grind, and then in order to progress. Do you have the same kind of feeling with some games? But I really felt that the Clair Obscur Expedition 33 had a really nice weight and a very nice balance. I guess they were polishing the story or the gameplay and the flow of everything for quite some time. I'm gonna continue playing the track here. Sorry. So this is a Nier EDM. The Wretched Automatons. There's a really cool build here. Somehow it reminds me a little bit about Daft Punk. This like talk box. Yada yada yada.
starting over inför så later. Är ju så vajdran och tjej ju
Yeah, really cool track, really inspiring. So to this one, so I guess we must hear this one in version 1.22 also, I guess. Man, I have a Windows everywhere. Da-ba-dum. Wretched Automatons. Also the Japanese title, obviously. Is that the best one? Let's do it. Seraphim. We will rock you. Well, well, yeah, indeed. What happened to the strings here? Or what happened to the machine, the automaton parts? The really important thing with this track, it's like pushed back. And indeed, the strings are much more up front. I guess it's, again, it's the mixing here to make room for those big, lush strings. But they could have diminished the strings a little bit and give the automaton parts, the machine parts there, a little bit more space, I guess. Still like it with strings here, but I need to hear more. There's some wicked chords going on. Not. Almost sounds a little bit out of pitch. Yeah, I'm gonna rewind a little bit here. During this section, they should actually have made use of a little bit more like a counterpoint interplay. Counterpoint is when you have a one instrument melody, and then when you have another instrument playing an alternative melody as a like answer. So you have a question in your first melody, and then you have an answer in a secondary melody. And I would have loved, at least that's what I'm hearing in my head when I'm listening to this section, is that I hear the like a counter melody to her, the female voice here. But it's just like these repeating strings in the background. It would have been really great to have some kind of like counter melody there to answer her voice there. Maybe just something as simple as... Because there's a huge space there after that little phrase. Da-na-na. Just something that I heard in my head here when listening to this little section. But I guess all in all, it's a very like well-balanced mix in terms of sounds in this one. It's just that the wretched automatons, mystical, magical, machine-like sounds, they have been like diminished in the mix a little bit, or quite a lot. Not. Okay, so now I know what it is. It's because they recorded some real strings maybe for this. And they want to really acknowledge the musicians here, and the budget is spent on the strings, so they need to move the strings really high in the mix here. But it's a gorgeous string sound. I can't really complain on the string sound here. It's just that maybe they could have mixed it a little bit further in the background to bring out that machine sounds a little bit. The string sound is exquisite. And then it fades. Da-dum, ba-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum. Yeah, really cool track. Some cool sounds in there, and of course, great strings. They spent a lot of budget on that, so it's all fine. Sharif Martin, the song will definitely live rent-free in my head after grinding for 100%. Yeah, can't wait to experience that. Hansel and Gretel, Seraphim, yeah, we're gonna do that one. Let's see. Hans and Gretel. Okay, do you mean the soundtrack? Copy and paste, copy and paste. Nier, Hansel and Gretel. Which game is that from? Is this some kind of remix or something? But we were going to listen to Grandma. So we're going to take that one first. And I can find out the other one. Grandma. Yeah, so we hear a lot of this melody throughout the Nier soundtrack. The trademark theme and trademark chords. Really lovely. It's a very soothing song. It's just gorgeous. There's some lovely classical piano playing on this track. I just love it, how fluid it is. Da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-do. So that's the grandma from the original. And now we're going to take a listen to the remix, see how that differs. Yeah, I think we listened to this one on the Automata soundtrack. Yeah, it's really beautiful with that fluid piano playing, really like an ever-flowing stream. Gonna see if I can pick out that one. Not gonna do it here in the live stream, but maybe we can play it on later. So maybe this the remix here is it like the totally same in all aspects, or is it different? Let's see. A more modern piano sound, at least. Much more full sound. What a wonderful mix this is on this updated version. Indeed, it's a more mature voice here from the female singer. But I never heard like the woodwinds in the original version, and now we can hear a much more, obviously, a more expensive string sound. But also I hear some woodwinds in there and flutes and stuff. Really lovely. It sounds so full and wonderful. Lovely track, Grandma. Yeah, indeed, we have less of the military snares and more strings, woodwinds, and more like full-on orchestra sound with this version. Definitely a more massive sound, and a more mature voice, and a more mature like arrangement maybe. But it's not like that big of a difference between the previous one and this one, if you just focus on the vocals and the singing. Bluebird on the old one. Yeah, I guess they swapped out Hans. I guess they swapped out the military percussion and the drums from the older soundtracks and just pushed all the money on the strings with this soundtrack. Or the remake. Bluebird. Yeah, we're gonna do Bluebird. This one's for you, Kijan Geimer. Bluebird. I just need to stop there. I think I have that sample that you hear in the background with the like chants, like tropical islander chants or something. I think I have that sample library somewhere. We're going to continue listen here a bit, but if I remember the name of the sample pack, I will let you know. But yeah, say very wide contrast here with all the different instruments. Like synth sounds, epic percussion, islander chants. What a weird mixture of sounds. It's not often you hear so different varied instruments in the same track. Yeah, that voice shopping effect is modulating the amplitude, so you're basically turning the sound on and off at a certain frequency, certain interval. And indeed, sounds like you're screaming or talking into a fan. Yeah, a lot of percussion in this one. It's also really lovely if you're listening to, I don't know if you're listening to headphones or if you're using speakers or monitors, but definitely if you're listening to headphones, you can clearly hear the hard panned percussion. So you have a lot of like tinkling percussion in one can. And then in the other can, you have other percussion going on. So it's a very wide mix. Really cool. They could make a really cool metal song out of this Bluebird riffing. The only problem with the Nier OST is that they repeat so much. Yeah, I guess that might also be like a maturity thing. Maybe the composer was restricted time restraints that make you focus more on certain tracks and focus less on other tracks. And it might also be a direction thing from like producers and stuff that, no, we want these certain parts to repeat, don't change too much, we want it to be like more repetitive. And that's like the usual stuff that happens when you listen to soundtracks like this when like out of context, because this is obviously going to be during a battle or something, and you're going to be occupied with what happens on screen, so these like nervous infusing sounds are just there to keep you on edge. So, but there's nothing wrong with some subtle changes, at least. Maybe in the percussion, swap out some drums after like 30 seconds or something. There's so much you can do really quick, but there's also, I guess, like a producer thing. If you're matured, you start to do that like automatically. Okay, now I've done this for this amount of time. Maybe I just swap out some of the hand percussion with another type of percussive sound for that next section. Yeah, we're gonna listen to the more recent version. Bluebird, little bird, the bluebird. Hope I'm starting the correct version. Yeah, maybe I'll remake this one with metal guitars like that. Let's go for the next. Yeah, now you can hear the maturing thing I talked about with the percussion. In the previous one, it was just sounding like a loop throughout or something. But here you can, if you listen and pay close attention to the percussion parts, you can hear there are small subtle changes between these different patterns, if you will. It might not be much, but those small things make a big difference. Make it a much more enjoyable experience to listen to the music. A really great mix here on this one. Much more epic, obviously. Yeah, so you see these like small changes. Now this is like a new section or an alternative section, but it makes a huge difference if you add these sections to the track and not just repeat everything. Indeed, it's quite repetitive, but you have this like defined sections, and then that let's call it the breakdown section, that alternative section, and then it's indeed a repeating battle theme, but indeed it increases anxiety and anticipation, and you're on the edge, and I guess that's what battle themes supposed to do. Keep you on the edge. And this one definitely keeps your heart pumping. Tracy Harms, welcome to the live stream. Where from? Welcome in. I think we're going to continue with the 2010 soundtrack from Nier Replicant. So we heard Grandma, we have Bluebird, Devola, The Wretched Automatons. Colorado, USA, awesome. What's time over there? Fate or Hollow Dance? Is that even in the soundtrack? Temple of Drifting Sands. Yeah, I know that. I know that song. I know the title at least. Temple of the Drifting Sands. Let's go. Love the intro. Very soothing track, lovely atmosphere. Somewhat it reminds me a little bit of Annie Lennox somehow. And also maybe Imogen Heap with those choir stabs. So, is there a more modern remix of this track? Temple of the Drifting Sands. Valley, okay. So it's played in a dungeon, temple dungeon. So is the newer version the same as this one? I don't think we need to listen to the more recent version then, if it's the same. Ah, okay, so I don't need to ask. But ground gods bound by rules. I can't find that one on the original soundtrack, so I guess that's one. Ah, there we have it, from the original. It is different. Okay, Temple of the Drifting Sands. We can hear a bit from that one then. Temple of the Drifting Sands. Let's hear the new version. Prosit! Need to find the right version. Gods bound by rules. I prefer the original version, Debbie. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna hear how they differ. Yeah, I'm on it. I just still have ads on YouTube, so we have to wait just a sec here. Indeed, this is the last time I'm streaming from Spotify, so next I'm gonna be streaming from YouTube Music instead. Okay, so let's go. Temple of Drifting Sands, Nier Replicant version 1.22 OST. Okay, so now I recognize what this reminds me of. Enigma. Enya and Enigma. All the way. This is Enigma. Sitar in there also. Man, I love this mix. Obviously a big fan of the good old Enigma and Enya. What a full mix. Sounds really, really nice, this one. And without the personal preferences for these, since I haven't played the game again, definitely I think that this updated version with a full mix with the little flares in there sounds more mature and yeah, just sounds great. Love it so far. I think it might be one of my favorites from today's listening stream. Da, 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 da. Love that. It's like some Middle Eastern flares in there. Really love it. They really mix this track perfectly. Often when you have like sitars in tracks and so many instruments, there's often too much stuff fighting over space, but I don't feel like anything in this mix is fighting for space. The sitar is like perfectly placed a little bit like in the background there, just so that you notice it. I love the vocals. Enigma. Yeah, really cool track. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. And of course we get some ads. after that. Yeah, so gods bound by rules. I guess we have to close down in a bit here because I can see that my camera is on its way over overheating. I don't know if it's that I have one of these lights too close to the camera. Maybe I need to get some kind of small fan or something to cool it. I don't have a problem with the overheating like every time. It's just on some occasions it starts to overheat in about 2 hours or something. God's bound by rules. Let's hurry up then. So this is from 2010, Nier Replicant. Big thanks, Conker. Thanks for supporting the stream. Yeah, really good soundtrack. We heard a lot of sweet tracks today. I can really hear in my mind how good this track is gonna be on the remix. At least my anticipation here for the remixed version of this one. This already sounds really good with that taiko percussion and the lovely choirs again. And yeah. And it's really funny during this section, you have that like lo-fi tremolo keyboard that sounds quite lo-fi, and those epic toms and the strings in the background. So really nice mixture. Yeah. End of the loop. So that was Gods Bound by Rules from the original soundtrack to Nier Replicant. So now we're going to take a listen to the more recent remix, and I'm quite excited for this one. I guess it's going to be a blast. Guess it's going to be a blast. Hope I find the right one again here. Let's see. Gods Bound by Rules. There's an extended version too. But let's see if I find the right one here. Is this the one? Oh, beautiful intro. Oh, I love it. Massive. Oh my god. Is anyone hearing the Zelda influences in this track? I'm hearing a lot of Zelda in this track, and I love it so much. Really interesting voice here with the male vocals here. Really cool. I mean, you can, as I told you about the previous versions or previous remixes, the remix of the old songs, it's definitely a much more mature composer doing this arrangement. Really love it. Gods Bound by Rules. I'm gonna remember that one. Yes, I found a few gems here among the tracks we listened to today. Final track of tonight, because my camera is dying on me. Shadow Lord's Castle. Maybe we have to set up another stream and continue listening to Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant. Yeah, I guess the camera is probably gonna give up on me. It usually does on some occasions. Shadow Lord. There's a couple of Shadow Lords. You have the Castle, you have Roar. Castle Memory, Castle Roar. Which one? Shadow Lord. I can't find any track just named Shadow Lord here on Spotify. Shadow Lord Castle Memory, and there's a Shadow Lord Castle Roar. Ah, there's Shadow Lord. Sorry. It's my eyes failing on me. Track 38. Yeah. Yeah, I heard a version of this one on the Automata soundtrack. It sounds really, really dramatic, especially with the organ in the background. Instantly it takes you to the divine and... It's definitely really dramatic and takes us to the divine. Definitely sounds like a fatality for a game, or a final track or something for the climax. Yeah, we're gonna go for the remake. I just looked it up on YouTube. The 2BU. So we're gonna continue with Shadow Lord, and that's gonna be the final track for tonight. Thanks everybody for joining in on the show here tonight. Hope you had a nice time. And as always, leave a like on the video. And please engage on my videos, leave comments. And by all means, if you want to support the streams, check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/Gelhain. The links are always in the description to the videos. So let's continue. The finality of tonight, Shadow Lord, the remix 1.22. Should I give you some visuals or not? Obviously. Up to now, it seems to be quite a small difference compared to the original. Oh. Oh! It's much more love given to the arrangement in this newer rendition of the the Shadowlord theme. Definitely sounds more, again, like a more modern composer or more mature composer. Definitely given more time to think about the arrangement and the flares. But half of the track here, the beginning, was quite similar to the original version. But love this section indeed. The brass here, the added different flares on the brass. Perfect. My guess is that on the original Nier game, or the original version of this track, they gave it a lot of love also. Because, like, overall, it's not that big of a change. There are, of course, some flares and obviously more mature arrangement, a little bit more flares and stuff, but the general flow of the track is basically the same. It's a really good version. Yeah, great ending to an awesome live stream. Hope you had a nice time here tonight. Shadow Lord. Hanst. There's one more thing about the Shadow Lord, the fight with the music box version of the song, which make my jaw drop the first time. Yeah, we'll take that for another stream. My camera is dying on me here and I need to grab my evening sandwich. Really great piece indeed. Yeah, so leave a like on the stream and hope you rewatch my other live streams. We have a new video today too. If you missed that one, go and give it a spin, because it's a really, really nice, sweet track from Clair Obscur. Auxland Demands Non-Ecrits. Really lovely track. Devin, no worries. It's always a little bit of a hassle in the streams. Oh, you always bump into new things, but hopefully I can improve with each episode. And it's probably gonna go a little bit easier when I switch to YouTube Music rather than using Shitify too, I guess. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Seraphim. Valley, take care, you too. Have a nice evening, everybody. Or day. Who knows? Here it's evening. It's 11 p.m. So I'm gonna go for my evening bite. A sandwich and maybe watch the last episode of The Final Frontier. Yeah, bye everybody. Thanks for joining in tonight and suggesting tracks and helping me drive this little streaming ship. And again, big thanks, Konkel, for the super thanks. So see you next time. Bye.